Afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. It is Friday. Thankfully, it's about time too. It's been a long week. Decided to treat my hard work this week with a couple of figures. I finally found. I went and looked at a new shop that I haven't been to in a long time. I didn't know they existed still. But yeah, Wave 7's hit Australia now, so which is excellent news. Obviously, it's going to take a while for it to fully kick in, but it's here. I only found two, got one of them, and I finally picked up the elusive Boba Fett from Vintage Collection Wave 1, which is excellent. The one I'll be reviewing for you today is from Wave 7. It is Bespin Han Solo. He has appeared on eBay in the last month or so as a loose figure. I unfortunately didn't get him. But I was actually really surprised to see him in the shop so soon over here in Australia, but down here. But yeah, they're here. I'm pretty pumped about that. So I'll give you a look at the card back there. It's pretty nice. Nice picture of Han there. You can see the other figures in the wave down there. It's going to be a pretty nice wave, I think. I did see the log ray there in the shop, and I've already got the Sophie, which I have reviewed already. Then flick through and watch that F1 if you haven't seen it yet. But yeah, that is the card back. That's the packaging he comes in. So I just thought I'd show you that one quickly, and onto the figure, the most important part. There are a few minor little mishaps to this figure, which if you can't see them already, you probably know what I'm talking about if you can see them. But a really nice figure. I'm really stoked on him. I'll get on to the accessories first. He does have his blaster in his holster there. Unfortunately, it comes in the holster, so it's a little bit out of whack, as you can see. It's a bit of a wonky gun, wonky blaster, but it's not really a problem. You get the idea. It's a little bit unfortunate, but you get that. So not a big deal. Once again, we can add to Han's toolbox. We've got his goggles there, which is pretty nice. No major detail, but go in Han Solo's toolbox. But at last we get his Hydro Spanner, which is a nice little addition. Nice bit of silver paint on there. And now we've got 4 little items for Han's toolbox. Which is pretty cool. That's all for accessories. Let's get on to the figure. I'll start off with the articulation. He does have a ball jointed head, ball in shoulders and elbows, swivel wrists, swivel waist, ball hinged hips, that's the word I was thinking of, knees and ankles. So yeah, articulation everywhere really. There are a couple of flaws in his articulation though, and if you haven't spotted already, it is his shoulders. They seem to be having I don't know how to describe it. These a little bit different, and they're just sort of flat, and it doesn't flow with the rest of the figure. Whereas before they'd sort of mould the joint into the shoulder, but unfortunately, like this, you can sort of see that how they stick out, particularly on that one. That's a little bit of a downside to it, unfortunately, but yeah, there's not a lot we can do about it now, is there? The rest of the figure is really nicely detailed. The facial sculpt is, I think, spot on. Probably the best one I've seen, personally. Good look you're getting at that. It's better than the Hoth Han Solo from Wave 1. And it's not oversized like the one from, I believe it's Wave 5. Don't quote me on that, I haven't got it yet, but it looks to be a bit big. But I think this one's spot on. Nice detail on his shirt's got all the creases in it, and his jacket's got nice creases in it. No real weathering on it, but the sculpt and detail of the figure is fantastic. The lines in the pants and real minor grooves and stuff. The camera's not picking up, but they're there. Nice little lines and stuff down his pants. And his legs aren't skinny as hell like the one from Wave 1, the Hoff Han Solo. His legs were a little bit too skinny. But proportion wise, I think this one, they've nailed it. You can see under his belt there, the belt's nice. It's got a nice little comlink there. Different buckles. His holster. One little detail I did pick up. So you notice on the card back, on his leg there, he has a little silver gold band that's actually holding his holster down. The figure doesn't have that, but see what in there. The figure doesn't have that sort of little band, but that's minor. That's really minor. That's me picking on pointless things now, but overall, I'd give this figure a good solid 9.5 out of 10. Only taking off points for shoulders, those little joints there, and that's probably about it really. That's about as much as I can take off this figure. But yeah, highly recommend it. It's a really nice figure. It's probably the best Han Solo I've got so far, so I hope you had a decent look at this. But yeah, pretty stoked to find out that Wave 7's already in Australia. It's only been out in the US for, I don't know, it might be a week or two now. But finally getting them. Fortunately, I couldn't find any others, but I'll get there. We haven't even had Wave 3 and 5 for that long, so it's good to see some flow coming in here. Let me know how you're going else around the world, because we've been sort of hard done by recently, so it's good to finally get something in a reasonable time. I'm used to waiting about 3 or 4 months for things, so it's good to see. Yeah, I hope you've had a decent look at this, guys. I'll be back shortly with another review, hopefully. So until then, may the force be with you.